What's up guys, Codemaster0 here bringing you another video. Now today's video will not be about Dark Souls. As you can see, I am in the world of Darkfall Unholy Wars. Now if you've been following me for a while, or if you have me as a friend on Steam, you know that I've been playing a lot of this game for quite a few months now. And I've been getting a lot of questions from people asking me what Darkfall Unholy Wars is, or if it's any fun. And so I just wanted to make a quick video showing you guys this dungeon that I ran the other day with some clanmates of mine. This dungeon is called Sinspire Cathedral, also known as Bangorge, I believe it is, in-game. Some people call it Bangorge because that's the area that it's located at, but its actual name is Sinspire Cathedral. Now this entire castle that you see here is the dungeon. Every tower that you see you can access, every little bit you can access, they all have mobs, and it's just all amazing. Right now I am playing as a skirmisher with the primary school of Deadeye. I'll try to give some side details as well as basic information throughout this video because I know that some people that watch this will have no idea what Darkfall is, and some people that are watching this might already know Darkfall and they might have been playing it for quite some time. So with this video, I'll just be going through Sinspire Cathedral a little bit and showing you guys a few fights, a few mechanics, and things like that, just to show you how unique Darkfall Unholy Wars really is. Now Darkfall Unholy Wars is an MMO RPG, but it is completely different, very, very unique from any other MMO you will ever play. It does have a $15 a month subscription fee, but they recently had a deal where you could get 50% off if you signed up for 6 months, which a lot of people took advantage of, and I'm sure they'll release the deal again soon. In the background, you'll be able to hear my clanmates talking a bit because I actually recorded this while, like I said, doing the dungeon with them. So like I said, I'm playing as a skirmisher right now. If you're a skirmisher, you can choose from 3 different schools to play from. The first school is Deadeye, the second school is Brawler, and the third school is called Duelist, which is more of a melee build. The first one, Deadeye, is all about range and bow attacks. Brawler is a lot about agility and certain moves like that. You'll see me if I ever dash through here or jump or do a double jump or anything. That's all my Brawler moves. If you see any bow effects, that's all my Deadeye stuff, and then I'm not a duelist, so you won't see any of that. Okay. But the way it works is that you can choose 2 of those schools, and you can have one of them as your primary and one of them as your secondary, and that'll change your abilities a little bit. Each school gives you 4 abilities, but if it's your primary school, you get a 5th ability from it called an ultimate, and those are always the strongest abilities out of the whole the school. So as you can see, you actually have to aim to hit in this game, and that's not just the case with skirmishers. That's how it is for every single class and every single school in the game. You have to aim where you want to hit. There's no tab targeting. None of that World of Warcraft style combat. It's completely skill-based, unless you're playing a Chaos Primalist, which is a little OP at the moment, but that'll be fixed hopefully. Right here, we're trying to take down a Steward of Sin, and we've got quite a few people trying to take it down right now. As you can see, we've got a few warriors up there beating it to death, while we've got a Primalist on the left side healing some of them. Let's see, we've got me, a skirmisher, we've got some elementalists on the right doing damage. We just got a big group trying to take this big guy down. Now the goal of this room is that we have to kill 2 of these Steward of Sin guys to open up this door over here. Once we've killed 2 of them, the door opens, and we have, I think it's about a minute to get through the door before it shuts. Also, with this dungeon, once you get in, you need to beat it to get out. There is one portal chamber within that will allow you to leave, but in order to do that, you have to beat this door right here and get a little ways through the dungeon. If you decide to progress past the portal, you must then beat the entire dungeon before being able to leave. Oh, and if you die, you lose everything. I think I forgot to mention that. In Darkfall Unholy Wars, there is no safety to your gear. I mean, when you die, it doesn't just stay in your inventory. This isn't, World of Warcraft. I'm going to compare this to World of Warcraft this entire video. I just know it. But this isn't World of Warcraft where, you're safe. If you die... Well, this is how it happens. Say my HP gets to 0. My guy lies on the floor and it says that I died, pretty much. And then I have a little timer that goes. And if somebody revives me within that time, I'm back to health. I'm alive again. But if somebody was to gank me, which means that they come up and they swing their weapon at me or something like that, it kills me and they can completely loot my body. I mean, everything that I have on me. It all becomes theirs. Now this makes the PvP in this game very, very extreme. If you're out farming some mobs or if you're out gathering or whatever, you are constantly at risk of losing everything you have on you. which honestly is really, really fun. It makes it really exciting. Now you might think, well that sucks, because you might compare it to most MMOs where you might spend weeks trying to get a chest piece of glorious valor or some crap. No, every single piece of gear in this game, I mean literally every piece, is player crafted. So if you need some armor, you just go out, mine some ore for a while, maybe go hit a few trees, skin a few mobs, and then you craft that chest piece that you need. And so, you know, if you lose one, you have some backups. You just make another one. And it really creates a nice player-driven economy. There is a marketplace which kind of works like an auction house, but you'll still find a lot of people trading just within the trade channel. Now, I won't go into every detail about the game because I will make a What is Darkfall Unholy Wars video for those people that are still curious, but I do just want to show off this dungeon a little bit, show off a little bit of basic gameplay, and then I want to see what you guys think. And if you guys want to see more of this game, I will post a video that is What is Darkfall Unholy Wars, where I'll go over all the basics, where I'll go over how intense the PvP is, how it really is completely skill-based. I'll go over clans, clan sieges, village requisitioning, all that stuff. It's a bunch of PvP awesomeness, and even though it's a PvP emphasized game, this is PvE right here. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. This place is beautifully made. The mechanics in this dungeon are amazing. There's an actual risk factor because once you're in, you can't get out, so you got to be prepared. You got to be ready, you know. It's just amazing. Oh, and another little side thing that I didn't mention. Even though my group is in here right now, other groups can come in here right now as well. There is only one instance of this dungeon. We've run into PvP here before, which really makes the dungeon very unique because it mixes these PvE factors of fighting bosses and mobs and all of this and getting loot with the thrill of being attacked at any time by another enemy group or anyone really. Which is funny because the first time I did this dungeon, you might see that there's little balconies up here. There was another group of people that were already in the balconies, and to do that you have to get a little bit further in this dungeon, but they were shooting arrows at us while we were trying to defeat this boss. So not only were we trying to get 2 Steward of Sins down to progress through the door, but we had to dodge all these oncoming arrows. Then we get through, and here's the portal right here. Now this is where you have the decision to make. Have you had enough of the dungeon, and do you want to go home, you know, back to safety, which really isn't safety, because even if you teleport outside, you're still in a PvP zone. So even if I get outside of this dungeon, you still need to get to safety. So when you have your loot, you're not done, you're not safe. Your group needs to get back to safety, and then you need to bank all your equipment or whatever. So you have the decision to leave. Or if you decide to take on this boss here, Aerodok, and if you defeat him and progress through his door, you are stuck here until you defeat the final boss of the dungeon, which I don't know if I'll show or not. Now in this run, we actually weren't able to complete the entire dungeon. A couple guys had to go, and once they leave, it's not easy to replace people since we'd have to, you know, beat the entire beginning area again. So we had some people leave, and then some more people left, and so we just decided to start farming mobs at this point. So we're in here farming mobs and stuff, and it's all going really well. But what sucks, and I didn't have this part recorded. I forgot to record. I didn't forget, I just stopped recording because it was going on like 2 hours now. But there was a pretty bad storm where I live. And so we're farming these mobs in here, we're farming these mobs, and then we're going down the staircase, and I DC'd. I DC'd, and I was like, oh crap, because when you log off, your character stays in-game for 40 seconds. This prevents any sort of PvP loggers, which would not be fair at all. Like, you know, say you're attacking someone and he's losing, he could just log off, you know. But no, there's a 40-second timer, so even if they do log off, you still have 40 seconds to kill them. And you can still loot their body completely. So what happened is we're going down these stairs, and I DC'd, I was like, crap! It's like, well, you know, we've been in here for a few hours now, we haven't seen any enemies, I think we're fine. And then eventually my power comes back on, and I hop on TeamSpeak, and they're like, dude, as soon as you DC'd, we got attacked. I was like, nah, you guys are messing with me, because, you know, they do that kind of crap all the time. But I was like, no, you guys are lying to me. And they're like, no, and they had this whole thing about another clan came in, and 2 of them came in right as I DC'd, like literally right as I DC'd while we were walking down that staircase, and how they killed me too and took everything, which sucks because I was the only one that didn't get to go bank, because I got stuck inside the dungeon at one point. So they all went back and banked all their all the goods that they had looted, but I had been in here for a few hours now without banking at all, so I lost a good amount of stuff, and as well as some high-ranking bows. But I log on, I'm like, crap, because I could tell that I died because I was back in my safe spot. But yeah. So I said safe spot, and what I mean is there are safe zones in this game, so it's not completely PvP everywhere you go, which is different from Darkfall 1. New players will start in safe zones which are highlighted in green on your map, and so it kind of helps new players to get a hang of the game before really engaging in any sort of PvP. But the thing is, if you want to gather or if you want to, farm higher end mobs, it's much more beneficial to go outside the safe zone. So if you want that good loot, you've got to go outside, which means you've got to risk dying and losing it all. But at the same time, you could go kill those gatherers or those farmers as well and get all their loot. It's a completely PvP-driven, player-driven, economy-based game. It's really, really amazing, guys. You might have seen it on Steam as well. By the way, I do not recommend buying it on Steam if you consider checking it out. I've had a lot of people tell me that they ran into issues when playing through Steam. So I recommend just going to darkfallunholywars.com or darkfallonline.com. I believe either one will direct you there. And check this game out, guys. It's amazing. If you do check it out, send a PM to Ronan Hayes. That's my in-game character. I'll hook you up with the clan if you guys want some help and such. And I think that is all for this video, guys. I just wanted to make a quick little demo showing you guys a little bit of Darkfall, and stuff. I will be posting some more Dark Souls videos this week, of course. I'll probably do a few Dark Souls videos each week and maybe a couple Darkfall videos each week, because this game is just amazing. And as always, peace!